scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you can tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Try to get it to the edge. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
To throw, it's Castellanos. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pittman. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Here's the handoff. Past the first down marker and still running. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Takes the easy one to the back. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. the guy you want to throw to is not open, just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Going to sling it on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Snagged in the middle, it's Hudson. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker.
All right, nice gain on third down there. No, you didn't get the first down. Now it's a thought process, right? Early in the game, do I want to show aggressiveness or am I going to be a little bit passive? Your decision. Go for it or not.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make.
They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. There he goes. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Ncaa. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Noles are moving quickly down the field. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. And here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Looking for the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Hudson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The lone back's got it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
A third down try for the offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. Pocket breaking down. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Knowles! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
and you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. The short hands, it's Maryland. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll move the tight end. To the air on second down. Caught close to the marker. It's Knight. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Hudson. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Moves around to clear up the vision. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. He's got it on the move. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Harden. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Corners are going to bail. Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to beat him to the left. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Blackwell. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Throws for the tight end. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way in deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a 3rd and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's got an open man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to fire. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American Fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Army is just getting blown off the field right now, and I was there for the 0-13 season back in the day. This one will sting almost as much. Just brutal. They're trailing by 14 to NC State. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Buys a little time with his feet. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it on the outside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. To the air, it's Castellanos. Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses. Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. To the air on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Caught over the middle, it's Knight. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I like it, threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He's looking to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, SMU! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Got a man. It's McCoy. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Ncaa. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Complete to the right. Turning it on. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give from the gun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. And in this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
They'll line up to go for 2. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Harden. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Might be changing the route. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Knight. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He wants to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Hudson. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Makes the grab. Touchdown Mustangs. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. back to throw. It's Castellanos. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who... dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field. You saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Under fire. Makes the grab plenty for the 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Noles will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's White. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida State.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Purdue. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Here's a heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to take off across the 35. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The offense changing the play. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Going for the goal line. Touchdown Mustangs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field.
It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally come. He's looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Trying to run it in. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to throw. It's Glenn. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, no! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you...
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
Thanks so much for